And that's not the only health concern heading into Labor Day. The hot weather allowing a rare bacterial infection to be transmitted on American beaches. Our health expert, Dr. David Winter from Baylor Scott & White Health, joins us to explain. Dr. Winter, thank you. Good to see you again. Now tell us about this infection. Is it something that we really need to be concerned about at this point?
Yeah, first, it's different. You just talked about an amoeba in freshwater. This is a bacteria in the brackish waters along the coastlines. It's called Vibrio vulnificus. Try to say that 3 times in a row fast. It's difficult to say. It is uncommon. 12 cases so far this year in America. 3 of those led to death. Now, the bacteria grows in the brackish waters along the coastlines, and only if the temperature is above 70 degrees. We used to only see it in the southern states. But with the climate change, it goes all the way up now the eastern seaboard. In fact, the 3 deaths occurred in the New York, Connecticut beaches. Chris?
Okay, so what kind of infections does it cause?
Primarily, it's skin infections. Now, the bacteria can't enter intact skin, but if you have a cut or an open sore, bacteria can go through there and then rapidly divide and wreak havoc with tendons, ligaments, and muscles, a condition called necrotizing fasciitis. Bad condition. Symptoms are fever, chills, bright red rash, sometimes blisters on the skin. There's also been some very rare cases where you could get it from eating raw oysters. That's diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting, but that's not as common as the one on the skin, Chris.
Something in the water. How do we prevent coming down with these Vibrio infections if we do plan on being down at the coast or in any body of water?
Yeah, the bacteria doesn't grow in salt water or in fresh water, but only where the rivers and the salt water mix. So in the bays, estuaries, the canals, that's where it grows. And so if you have an open cut or sore, don't get in there. If you actually bruise or abrade your skin while you're there, get out quickly, wash it with soap and water, dry it, put antibiotic ointment on top of it, and that'll take care of that. If it gets anything worse than that, if you get any infection with redness and tenderness, quickly go see your doctor.
Okay, I heard you mention oysters. Are raw oysters safe to eat? I know there's a lot of people out there that want to know the answer to that.
Yeah, it's pretty uncommon, and it's interesting. If you're healthy, you can eat all the raw oysters you want to. It happens in people that have liver disease. We're not sure exactly why. But if your liver doesn't work well, you're susceptible to a raw oyster if the bacteria is in there. So if you have liver disease, cooked oysters, yeah, that's okay. Not raw oysters. Be careful with those. But otherwise, eat your raw oysters. I think they're fine.
A lot of ways to eat an oyster. All right. Dr. David Winter, thank you very much for joining us this midday.